It starts with something as insignificant as scribbling on a pencil case or scratching a message on the back of the toilet door. But experience tells us, left unchecked, the graffiti mentality can spiral out of control and lead to other negative consequences. Graffiti and antisocial behaviour is a major and growing concern for communities today. Police and government invest huge amounts of time and money dealing with the negative consequences. It starts as young as 10 years of age, is a community-wide problem and requires a community-wide approach. That is why we're tackling it with a preventative perspective. Educating school children on the legal, social and personal costs of antisocial behaviour is proven to reduce the incidence of graffiti. But we need the participation of all schools to help create a new generation of anti-graffiti ambassadors. The following video provides footage of the graffiti education program, a free initiative for your school. We invite all schools to participate to help make your community a cleaner, safer and happier place now and for the future.
Over the past 2 decades, Warner Group's Awareness Education Division has worked with communities, schools, law enforcement, councils and government organisations to deter antisocial behaviour undertaken by youth. Their graffiti education program has succeeded in preventing graffiti vandalism in communities throughout Australia. The program takes the form of a 45-minute live presentation performed in schools by professional actors who are passionate about working with and changing the lives of young people. It focuses on educating students about the consequences of graffiti, while weaving in strong themes on self-respect, responsible action, and providing strategies for dealing with peer pressure and bullying.
The other guy's name was Wazza, and he used to always wear a singlet so he could show off his muscles to all the ladies. All of a sudden, these guys, they put their hands in their bags, they pull out these spray cans, and they start doing graffiti on the bus stop.
The messages are strategically tailored for 2 key stages in students' development. The primary presentation is aimed at students in years 5 to 6. The secondary presentation is aimed at students in year 8. We've identified these 2 age groups as critical development stages where students are being influenced, forming opinions and beliefs, and experimenting. During the presentation, students can immerse themselves in a live journey of awareness and discover the impact graffiti marking can have on them, their family, and the community.
The program is fully funded, which means there's no cost to schools, and is designed to be as self-contained and easy as possible for schools to undertake. All that's required is a whiteboard for primary presentations, plus equipment to play a DVD for secondary presentations, and can work to different sized audiences in any suitable interior space. Plus, ready-to-go reinforcement materials are left behind for a follow-up lesson. The program's strength lies in the delivery approaches, like acting and role-playing, that engage and creatively demonstrate to the students how someone's life can be impacted by their decision to tag. In addition, the program's youth presenters have trained extensively in all areas of facilitation to guide and involve the students towards positive decision-making choices.
Your heart or your stomach, you kind of know it's the wrong thing to do. Your conscience lives in your heart or your stomach next to your Cocoa Pops. And your conscience is like a traffic light. When you feel that thing like, oh, it's not the right thing to do, that's something inside of you trying to protect you from making the wrong choice. Who's ever ignored their conscience and regretted it later? You're like, I knew it. You know, it's more important to make the right choice within yourself than to try to please somebody else.
Involved in it, so I got everyone else more involved.
Yeah, I loved it. I think it was funny. I never knew that the police would actually be so on the case with the graffiti.
I was blown away how amazing it was, and particularly how engaging it was for the kids.
Follow up in class and actually have some students have some engaged discussion with their teachers is really important.
The message wasn't just about graffiti, it was so much more about about making choices, and for this age group that we had, which was the 10 to 12 year olds, they were able to connect into messages about peer pressure and making great choices.
I think it's better to have someone from the outside come in. As a teacher, talking about graffiti, you may not have the same impact because they see you every day. You know, there's a sort of the mundane monotony of the regular person, whereas he came from somewhere else. He was someone different, and I think that appealed to the children.
Take advantage of this free in-school initiative. Book a 45-minute graffiti prevention presentation for your school today. The Graffiti Education Program's School Liaison Coordinators can answer all your questions and take your booking, or visit the website.